All right, let's just get right into it. If you've ever looked around your home and felt this wave of overwhelm, and your first thought is, I need another storage bin, then this is for you. We're going to talk about a solution that is, well, kind of radical. It has absolutely nothing to do with buying more stuff and everything to do with embracing nothing. Have you ever thought about this? It's a weird paradox, right? You walk into some random generic hotel room and you instantly feel this sense of calm. But then you walk into your own home, the place that's supposed to be your sanctuary, and you just feel this low-grade background hum of stress. What is that all about? Well, here's the secret, and it's probably not what you think. It's not about the fancy soaps or the high thread count sheets. It's about what isn't there. That sense of calm? It comes from the empty surfaces, the clear corners, what you might call visual quiet. That empty space itself is the valuable part. To really wrap our heads around this, we need to borrow a really beautiful concept from Japanese culture. It's an idea that treats empty space not as just a void, but as a powerful, essential ingredient, and it's called ma. So what is ma exactly? Well, it's so much more than just emptiness. It's the intentional space between things. You know, it's the pause in a conversation that makes the next words feel important. It's the space around a sculpture that actually lets you see its shape. Ma is an active, meaningful void. This quote just nails it perfectly. Think about it. Music isn't just the notes, it's the silence between the notes that creates the rhythm and melody. Without those gaps, you just have a wall of noise. And for a lot of us, that's what our homes have become, just constant visual noise. And this is where you see a really fascinating cultural divide. The philosophy of Ma sees emptiness as potential, as the place where life can actually happen. But in the West, we tend to have something called horror vacui. It literally means fear of empty space. You see a blank wall, and what's your first instinct? I gotta hang something there. We treat every empty space like a problem to be solved. Now, this isn't just some artsy philosophical idea. This actually affects you on a biological level. It's not just about what looks nice. It's about how your brain is physically wired to deal with its surroundings. See, your brain is like a computer that's always on, constantly scanning your environment and processing data. And every single thing you see is a piece of data. That stack of mail isn't just paper. To your brain, it's a to-do list. That pile of laundry isn't just fabric, it's a chore. Every little object is sending a tiny signal, a tiny demand for your attention. So when your whole field of vision is packed with these little signals, your brain never really gets to switch off. Your eyes literally have nowhere to land and just rest. And this creates that constant low-level cognitive load, that feeling of being drained and tired without even knowing why. Okay, just look at this for a second. How does it make you feel? It's overwhelming, isn't it? You don't even want to start reading it. It's dense, it's stressful. This right here is a perfect picture of what a life without any empty space, without any ma, feels like to your brain. And now, this. You can feel the difference instantly, can't you? You can breathe, your eyes know where to go. That feeling of relief, that is the power of margin. It's the margin that makes your life readable again. And this leads us to the big mistake so many of us make. We think if we just get more organized, if we buy the perfect bins and label everything, we'll finally feel peaceful. But here's the thing, you can't organize your way out of having too much stuff. Real clarity, real peace, it doesn't come from organizing. It comes from subtracting. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but where on earth do you start? Well, the good news is you do not have to declutter your entire house tomorrow. We can start creating a little mahari in our lives with another simple but powerful Japanese principle. And that principle is Kaizen. It's a fantastic idea that's all about making small, continuous improvements over time. So instead of some massive, overwhelming project, we're just going to take one tiny, simple action.
It's called the one surface rule. And it's as easy as it sounds. 1. Choose one surface. Just one. Could be your coffee table, your nightstand, a spot on the kitchen counter. 2. Clear it. And I mean clear everything off of it. And 3. This is the most important and the hardest part. You have to leave it empty. Your brain is going to scream at you to put just one thing back. Resist that urge.
Now, live with that empty surface for a day or two, something amazing is going to happen. As you walk past it, you'll start to notice it. Your eyes will go there to rest. Your mind will get this tiny little hit of peace. It becomes like a visual pause button in a busy room, and pretty soon you'll start craving that feeling in other places too.
So, this tiny action, clearing one little surface, it's actually connected to a much, much bigger idea. Because when you create physical space, you're not just making things look neat, you're creating potential.
I know we've all heard this saying, but really think about it in terms of your life. If every shelf is full, if every moment in your calendar is booked, if all your mental energy is already being used, there's just no room for anything new to come in. No new energy, no new ideas, no room for spontaneity. Think about it this way. Clutter is the physical form of your past. It's decisions you've already made, things you've already done. Emptiness, is the opposite. It's all about the future. It's a signal to yourself and to the universe that says, I'm open, I have capacity, I'm ready for what's next. It is pure potential. So here's what it all comes down to. We live in a world that is constantly screaming for our attention, trying to fill every single empty space in our lives. The truly powerful act isn't adding more, it's intentionally creating a gap. By clearing one surface, you're not just tidying up, you are building a sanctuary for your most precious resource, your attention. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When you start to intentionally create these little pockets of space, in your home, in your schedule, in your mind, what new and wonderful things will you finally have room for?